Hello guys, this is Carson. So I'll be the one taking you guys on this quick trade breakdown I took last week on Eurocad. It was on 4 hours time frame. I actually saw this trade late, and before I could share it, it has done a significant RR. And one of my rules in my trade, any trade I'm sharing should be able to give you 2x, at least 2x of your money. So I saw the trade late, and this was when I took the trade. You can see this was the trade, and this was after of the trade when the trade hit final target. So, like I said, this trade I saw it late, and when I saw it, it was already dumping. So I just quickly entered it before I could share more. You don't even move. So the trade was on the 4 hours time frame. My entry was from here. My Excel was above here a little bit, and my take profit was what here. So this was how the trade was. So that's how it was. So what was the idea behind the trade, or what was the story behind the trade? So the same um entry model, which is this. Want to see high that was taken out, and I want to see what a liquidity. This is the pattern I use for my entry. But behind this pattern, there's always a story for every single trade you decide to take. If you just take the trade without having a story, you're actually going to lose a whole lot of money in the market because this pattern always presents itself. So coming to the 4 hours time frame, I had what? I had a break of structure here. See it here. This was a break of structure and a break of structure. And I had another break of structure here on the 4 hours. Then suddenly price broke to the upside, which I now had what? A break here, which was one break. And I had what? Another break here, which was the second break. So now the price broke. You can see that price changed from a downtrend to an uptrend. But then again, follow me. Price now what? Price did something. Price came here, broke here to the downside. See it, which was the first break. Now what? Created another what? Break of structure, which means price change from also from an uptrend to a downtrend. This was all happening on the 4 hours time frame. I don't know, it's not really clear here on the trading view, but if you check your MT5, let me show you something. This was it. You see how clear it was here. This was how the trade hit when the trade hit the final profit. So this break of structure is not actually neat or clear here, but it was really clear on MT5. I don't use trading view to analyze. It's mainly my MT5. So we had this high that was swept by what? This protected high, and we had this guy as what? My liquidity. So you could see that the liquidity was also far. The liquidity was far, and I think that was why I did see it earlier. The time I saw it was after around here when confirmation was given. I was just checking out for setup, and I saw it. So what was the story behind this trade? Coming to the daily time frame, let's do a quick breakdown. Coming to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, let me set the chart. And remove all this. On the daily time frame, we had what? We had a break here. See it here, which was one. We had another what? Break here, which was two. Now, price did what? Price broke to the downside here. So here we had a high and we had a what? A protected high that swept this high. So invariably here was also a liquidity. So you can see that this alone has made this supply zone a low probability setup because price can decide to what? Then price can decide to sweep this and what? Continue what? Dumping. But price didn't do that. Price came, respected this supply zone and what? Dumped. So you can see that on the daily time frame we had a bearish what? The trend was bearish. Coming to the weekly time frame, on the weekly time frame, let's check the weekly time frame. So we are currently checking reasons why I took the trade. On the weekly time frame, we had what? We had a break here to the downside. See it. Then we did what? We had another break here to the downside. See. Then we had what? Another break here to the downside. So this was a what? A nice what? Supply zone that price could what? Respect. You understand? Which price did. Price respected it and still dumping. And the last 2 weeks candlestick, which was this, closed what? Signaling what? That the bears are still in control. So I'm expecting this low to be taken away, which means if I keep seeing my setup entry model, I'll keep on what? Entering a sell till this low is being taken away. Now we scale down to the monthly time frame. On the monthly time frame, what was the story behind it? Actually use the candlestick confirmation to actually take the trade on the monthly time frame. Now on the monthly time frame, you could see that price is actually bullish. You understand? Now, but then again, this last candlestick that closed in the month of, because we are currently in May, and this candle was April. Yes, this candle was April. This one is currently May, that is just started. So January, February, March, April. This one was March. So this candle that closed for the month of March was signaling buy. But then again, price started buying. Had the big rejection here and what started dumping. So I took this trade on 29th of April. And I knew that there was no how with this rejection that price did. There was no how price was going to buy up to. It's not possible because the month is already closed. So I knew that what this was getting ready to what start dumping. So I used a candlestick confirmation to take this trade. Now, what now cemented my overall bias or overall story behind me taking the trade was the 3 months time frame. Coming to the 3 months time frame, I had what? A break here to the downside. But then again, before then, let's go back to the monthly time frame. Mind you, this candle that closed there is signaling what? Sell. So for now, sellers are now in charge. No more buyers. Now let's go back to the 3 months time frame. On the 3 months time frame, we had a break here. Then we had what? We had another break here to the upside. Then we had what? A break here. See, break here. Then we had what? A break here to the upside, signaling that trend is now going bullish. Then we had what? We had another break here to the upside, which is very nice. Now, something really happened. If you use your fib retracement tool and place it here from this lower height, from this what higher low to this higher high, you could see that what price is what at the premium zone. And on the premium zone, what do? We sell. That was another thing that made me to take that sell. Again, apart from that, the candlestick that closed for the 3 months time frame, because this on the thing was signaling sell, and that was how I was able to what to come up with what this setup on the 4 hours time frame. You could see when it hit final target, final take profit here. You can see it here. So if you would like to see more content like this and you want to be you don't want to miss out on my trade breakdown, all you need to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel, Trade with Cassie. You can follow us on Instagram, Trade with Cassie, and we are also on TikTok, Trade with Cassie. Thank you and God bless you.